Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to the Fangoria Movie Challenge. This is the segment I've been doing with my good buddy, Joe the Horror Man, where we're not only going to watch, but also review all 101 movies Fangoria thinks you should have seen. Today we're going to be talking about Kingdom of the Spiders. Kingdom of the Spiders is a 1977 film which runs approximately 97 minutes and is directed by John Bud Carlos. He passed away on December 31st, 2020, at the age of 91. He was responsible for The Dark, Mutant, and Skeleton Closet. Now, this stars Captain Kirk, William Shatner as Rack Hansen. Pretty cool name. Now, of course, like I just said, he was Captain Kirk in the Star Trek films. He was also in Fanboys, which is one of my favorite comedies, and The Devil's Reign. That's where we got Michael Myers from. This also stars Tiffany Bowling as Diane Ashley. She was in Visions, Open House, and The Wild Party. And Woody Strode as Walter Colby. He passed away on December 31st, 1994, at the age of 80. He was in Posse, Storyville, and Vigilante. That's where I'd seen him from, because I just watched Vigilante. There we go. All right, the budget in this was $500,000, and Bo Svensson, who is pretty famous for the 70s and horror films and just movies in general, he was offered the lead part but turned it down. And Tiffany Bowling was cast primarily because she is the only one that would work with spiders. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, Kingdom of the Spiders. Oh boy. This pretty much has a very simple story. You have Rack Hansen, who is played by William Shatner. He is a vet in a small town, and he's well liked pretty much by everybody. We have Tiffany Bowling, who plays Diane. She's coming in from I believe she was in the CDC or had something to do with the CDC, because animals are being killed and they can't figure out why at first. And Woody basically plays the guy who owns the farm that the cattle keeps getting killed. They find out that it's a bunch of tarantulas that are attacking his cattle and his dog and killing them both. But that's not all. They find a spider mound on his property that they are trying to not only figure out how they got there, but also how to get rid of them. Because apparently, DDT, they went into this little spiel about how spiders are cannibalistic, and if they can't find food, they will eat each other. Well, that's apparently not happening, and the spiders are being organized. So apparently the overuse of DDT, and of course this is another 70s animal flick that has a environmental message. The overuse of DDT is basically changing the food the food chain, more or less. Now, in the beginning, they said there was probably hundreds of spiders. Then they said thousands in this mound, and then it was tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and it just kind of spiraled from there. I'm going to pretty much leave it there, but I do have a little story to share with this one. I actually had not seen this film since I was 10 years old. Of course, because I'm old, but it was on regular television, and I will never forget. I actually told Joe the story as well. We were watching it on TV, and it was dinner time, and my mother had made cheeseburgers. Well, my mother was a bit of a thrifty person. So she would buy the cheapest ground beef, and it was, half the time, it was pretty nasty. So I had what do they call it, the poor boy hamburger, where you put two pieces of bread, between, or You put the hamburger between two pieces of bread. So I'm eating it, and the part came on where the spider's attacking this kid, and he falls down, and the spiders are crawling all over him. At that point in time, I bit into a piece of gristle in the hamburger and almost tossed my cookies. So it has been quite some time since I've seen this. I am very, very afraid of spiders. Always have been. It has gotten better in my older age, but I am still pretty scared of spiders overall. So this movie really creeps me out. Now that I've rambled on enough, I am going to pair this with one of my other favorite 70s movies, Squirm. Now, Squirm is awesome. It just has a certain feel to it. Joe and I were actually talking about that last night. He has a certain feel to it, and it's from the 70s. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to show the original cover. Now, I do like the slipcover. It's really cool. But the original cover is one of my favorites of all time. I mean, that is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Joe and I actually also talked about the fact that 70s were basically the decade of animal killers like grizzly, frogs, tentacles, jaws, piranha, and all that kind of stuff. So, where 80s was pretty popular for being slasher movies, 70s were basically animal killings. So, anyway, definitely check out Squirm and check out Kingdom of Spiders. It definitely belongs on this list. And don't forget to check out Joe's review of Kingdom of the Spiders. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.